All right, we did it right. Okay, so I am attaching my U part, okay? My U part, my clip-in U part. I made two braids on the side. This um this tutorial is really about how to blend your hair in with the hair that you've chosen. Now, um, I'm going to do a different video on how to select curly hair, textured hair extensions for your hair type, okay? Especially if you want some of your hair to show. You want it to blend nicely. Now, I just wanted you to see before how there's really not much blend, right? Because only in color, black on black, on black on black. But, you know, my texture is kinkier without products. It's much tighter, harder to see the curl. What wave you do see was from me having it braided. So what I'm going to do and what I recommend is that instead of using a spray bottle and getting water all down my neck and back and chest, I'm going to jump into the shower with the steam and really get this nice and dewy and damp. And then we're going to put on our product step by step and blend in the curls, okay? All right, we're back. So, yes, we're back and my face is done. This is just my 5-minute face in the morning. Now, when I came out the shower, y'all, this was dripping wet. I used towel. I didn't have to use anything on my hair because it is just a sponge. But I am going to use my continuous spray water bottle just on the top. And, you know, you may say, oh, well, you came out of the shower. Why do you have to do this? I like layers of wet. And you see how quickly it dried, right? Pardon me, y'all. I'm just going to wipe my nose real quick. Okay. So, I like layers of wet. When you don't get it wet enough, it shows. The wetter you get it, the easier you're going to make this. So you see how my curls are starting to form and look more like my clip-ins. So you want to almost what I call freeze dry it, because we know when it dries, it won't dry that way without product. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to do my heavier products first and lighter products last. So that includes my edge control gel. This is actually Napstar's Super Hold Retwist gel that I'm using as an edge control. Just a little bit. I'm a grown woman. I don't do baby hairs, but I'm just blending it back. And this is nothing against those who, or no judgment, I should say, for those who do want baby hairs. That's all good. But I prefer not to have them. Okay. And we're going to do the other side. So we'll compare one side to the other side. Okay. It's just a little puffy. I'm going to blend it. I'm going to blend it. And the key is when you use your comb, have your finger follow behind so it lays it down. I'm not really laying down much. I'm just doing maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch. whatever, when the wind blows, will be seen. Okay. So even still, right after wetting it, we're going to wet it again. I'm telling you, gotta love our hair. You gotta love it. We're born with sponges. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay. I'm going to use that same retwist gel and put it really on the tips. I'm not going from root to tip. I'm putting it on the tips because, especially for the ends, I always say the ends of your natural hair that meet up with the extensions, honey, that's everything. If those ends aren't laid down, then you really can't, your blend won't be seamless. Okay. So this is my heavier product I'm putting on first. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to use my Camille Rose Honey Hydrate. And this looks and feels like honey. And even smells like honey. I love it. Has a goo about it. This I'm going to put roots to ends because it's leave-in conditioner. And I prefer the leave out. It looks natural because let me tell you, honey, those eyes be coming for them, the hairline. Whenever I talk to somebody, they look right at my part trying to see if it's me or not, you know? This is my curl. May not be my length, but this is my curl, okay? Because we got some Puerto Rican in me. Seriously, though. My mother has Puerto Rican blood in her. So, the leave-in, I didn't do it with the Stronghold gel. I don't want to weigh down my extensions that much, but I will put the leave-in through the hair. Because what I find is that when it's all said and done, after I put on all the products, sometimes the extension hair ends up looking shinier than my hair. My hair looked dull, so I'm like, let me put these products that help with shine through everything, roots to ends. Are you still with me? Okay, now we're going to do our mousse. This is going to provide the hold. And let me tell you guys, get your refill bottles, because if you're a curly girl, you know, you go through this in 2 weeks, maybe 3. Get you a refill bottle, a 32 ounce. We don't come to play, okay? And it'll last you a few months. I have to see how long it lasts me. If I had to guess, I feel like it lasts me maybe 5 months, 4 to 5 months. This is Honey Almond Styling Foam by Influence. Not Influence, Influence. They got an A in there. Okay. And I'm putting it through the mid shafts. I don't want this on, you can get it on the root, but just very little. I'm not going to put a lot on the root. Because sometimes when it's too flat at the root, and then your hair puffs out, it looks kind of funny. Okay, now that I have made sure that I've got it on the hair that meets up with the extensions, yes, I run this through the extensions as well. Because don't think that these curly hair extensions don't behave and act like your hair. It does. It'll shrink up. And it'll puff up. So you got to treat it the same. Treat it the same. Now I'm just going to readjust my comb positioning a little bit. The closer your comb is to the natural part, the better. You don't want it too far away because you don't want any dips, any gaps, any holes. You want it to be seamless. You see there? The closer it is to the part, the less you will see anything, any gaps. Better, right? Okay. It's because we came closer. All right. So now that it's closer, I got to go back in. Remember, we freeze drying it. Okay. Make sure those front pieces are right. All right. And I just like to take my fingers, blend it through. And then we'll wait for this to dry a little bit. And the last step would be to add some oil. But add it to my hair, because remember, sometimes the extension hair tends to look a little bit shinier than my hair. So I want to make sure as it dries with that oil, some shine come through. Okay? All right. I'll leave a picture for when it completely dries after this video. And you can put a scarf on it, but what I've learned with putting a scarf on it, it does keep it together. But when you take off the scarf, your curls look mashed in. It almost look like packed oodles and noodles. It just looks, you know, packed in there. So I find if I let it air dry, it just dries much more naturally. But you can see the blend of my curl with product with the extension hair it's a nice blend. I could probably even do maybe a little bit of a tighter curl, but I'm feeling this and we're not sending it back, so we're working with it. All right, guys, have a great day. See you soon. Okay, we're taking this as my after look, okay? Okay, so there are two things that I wanted to mention that I didn't mention in the main video. And the two things are, what about doing the crochet method, which I thought when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I love my YouTube tutorials, getting tips and tricks. It works, and it's a great way to hide. If you don't want to leave any leave out, it's a great way to hide that weft where you can't see where the hair is coming from, and you can even tease the curl, build up the curl so that you don't really see what's going on, right? You have kind of like smoke and mirrors going on at your parting. Now, I tried that technique, and so far I haven't seen any video of anyone showing you how they take it out. Because what happens is you can't leave it like that too long. It starts to get tangled. Already this curly hair gets tangled on its own. But now you start looping and crocheting at your root. It's just not easy. So this is, you know, to me, much quicker than that. And maybe crocheting at the root so you can't see your natural hair is for you because you're going to leave it in longer. With me, I take this U part off every evening, and I condition my hair. I'll oil as needed and wrap it up. So I'm still taking care of my hair underneath. The second thing I wanted to bring up is, you know, some may say, oh, well, leaving your hair out, isn't that, you know, going to compromise your hair, damage your hair, or, you know, for whatever reasons you feel like a leave out may not be good. Well, as a hair professional, I would never recommend anything that wasn't beneficial for the hair while looking good. I do want to say that our hair is like a plant. It needs food, air, and water. So my hair is getting food through all the products you saw me use earlier. It's getting air. I'm letting it air dry, and it got tons of water. Okay. Tons of water. That continuous spray, shower. Oh, it got tons of water. Okay. So I'm treating my hair truly like a plant. The hair that is exposed, and it's healthy. And can I tell you, in comparison to the hair that I have braided underneath here, this hair that I give food, concentrated food and water and air every day, feels healthier, softer to the touch. I mean, this hair is taken care of. You hear me? And it's growing because I started, you know, measuring how long it was in the beginning till now. What? Yes. So don't confuse it with, you know, when we were doing pin straight styles, and some of us still are, but when most of us were doing straighter styles, and to have that natural leave out and to have to put the flat iron on it every day to blend it, yeah, no bueno. That wasn't good for our hair. It wasn't healthy for our hair. It was drying our hair out. It was giving us split ends. This is different. This is a no heat process. This is a conditioning process, and this is an air drying process. So it is healthy to leave your natural leave out if you are matching your texture and you are doing what I did earlier today. So I just wanted to share that, those two notes that I had, and you can see my hair in the daylight drying and blending. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of the extension hair and just kind of twist it around the hair that sticks out a little bit as needed. I don't do it on every piece, only on the pieces that I feel needed. All right, guys, have a great one. Talk soon.